Welcome to Tango's TikToks. Let's get into it. Let's have a search here for some real creepy TikToks. Let's go for it. Why would a ghost have footprints?
She was home alone one day when she sees this. User Angelic Star captured a disturbing moment. While she's home alone in her room, from the corner of her eye, she notices someone looking at her. Just outside her bedroom door, someone can be seen watching her. Angelic explains that she was terrified to leave her room for several hours, but when she did and checked her house, no one was there. After looking around her property, she found this strange stick structure near her home, which led her to believe what she saw that day might be something paranormal. Now, over the course of a few days while walking by a nearby graveyard, she began seeing shadow figures and strange occurrences from a distance. Angelic believes some sort of entity such as a skinwalker is behind all of this. Paranormal or not, I'll let you decide. She was
What would happen if you followed a mimic? Now, I've always wondered this, because you hear these stories of someone hearing like their mother knocking at the door or telling them to come in the kitchen. But what would happen if you actually listened to the mimic? Here's a story that might tell you why you should not follow a mimic. There was this young man named Aiden. Now, Aiden lived with his grandfather and his two parents. Now, one day, Aiden was hanging out in his bedroom and he's playing a game. Well, he hears his parents pull in, and he looks out the window and sees them getting out of the car, unloading some groceries into the house. So he's like, awesome, man, we're gonna have something to eat. So he goes back to his game, and then he hears his mother say, Aiden, come in the kitchen, I got some food. And he, at this time was in the middle of a battle. So he's like, hold on, Mom, I'll be there shortly. I'm in the middle of a battle. And she goes, come on, Aiden, hurry up. Come in the kitchen. And all of a sudden, he said he got a phone call. And it was from his mom. And he's like, why is she calling me when she's in the kitchen? So he picks it up. And his mom's like, hey, honey, we're at the grocery store. Do you want us to get you anything? And he goes, what do you mean you're at the grocery store? You already got groceries. You're in the kitchen. She goes, what are you talking about? We just got to the grocery store. And he looks out the window and sees that their car is not there. And then right at this moment, he hears his mom saying, you better get in the kitchen right now or you're going to be in trouble. You better come eat. And he's like, I gotta call you back, Mom. He hangs up. So he goes and he locks his door, and then he calls his mom right back and is like, look, when you get home, call me. I'll help you bring in the groceries. So about 25-30 minutes later, his mom calls him. And she's like, honey, we're home. Come outside. And he said he was getting ready to go out of his room, but he looked out his window first and their car wasn't there. So he's like, you know what? I don't know what to do because I don't know like who really is my mom right now. So as he's sitting in his bedroom, right, he hears his parents come home and come into the house. And all of a sudden, his mom comes up to his door and starts knocking. And she goes, Aiden, let me in. And he's like, not right now, Mom. And she goes, what are you talking about? Let me in. Unlock this door. Why do you have the door locked? And he's like, no, I'm not opening the door. And his mom goes, all right, I'll just get the key and unlock it. So he grabs like this baseball bat that's chilling in his room, and he's prepared for this thing to come in. And like at the time, he still thinks whatever, was calling his name in the kitchen, this is them. So he sees the handle jiggle and the door open, and it's really his mom. And he can tell that it is actually his real mom. And she goes, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, nothing. And he sets the bat down. And she's like, you're acting weird and stuff. And there's food in the fridge if you're hungry. So he didn't know what to make of that. Like, what did he just experience? And he didn't feel like he could tell his parents about it. So he decided to talk to his grandpa, who was kind of like his best friend at the time. So he goes to his grandpa's room. And he's like, Grandpa, he's like, have you ever seen something like you can't explain? And he goes, what do you mean? And he tells the story about like how he thought his mom and dad had came home, he's seen their car and everything, but it wasn't actually them. And the grandpa goes, oh no. And he goes, what's wrong, Grandpa? And he says, well, when I was a young boy, I grew up in a small Polish village near Warsaw. And he said, we had this term that was this long Polish word, but it roughly translated into evil twin. And he said they believed there were these evil spirits that could take the form of anyone and would try and trick you and lure you, out into the woods. So his grandpa said, when I was a young boy, my father had me chopping wood outside. And I hear my grandma's voice coming from the forest. And she's saying, come in the woods. I baked you a pie. Like, come out here. It's nice and warm. Like, you'll like this pie. And he said, he was so hungry, like he almost started to go out into the woods until his father ran and grabbed him and said, get back in the house. And his father locked the door and said, if you hear someone calling you from the woods, don't ever go, don't respond. So he said, when you encounter an evil twin, as they called it, they will follow you for the rest of your life. And he feared that maybe this thing had followed him here to America, and this is what Aiden had seen. A couple weeks later, his parents are gone, and it's just him and his grandpa, and they're watching this World War II documentary in the living room. Well, all of a sudden, the wind picked up, and a strong breeze pushes the back kitchen door open, and they hear it, open up. So his grandpa's like, I'll go and close the door real quick, and I better lock it so it doesn't blow open again. So his grandpa goes into the kitchen, but after about 10-15 minutes, he doesn't come back. So Aiden's like, Grandpa, are you all right? He goes into the kitchen the back door's still open, and he doesn't see his grandpa. He goes throughout the house, he's yelling his name, he doesn't see him anywhere. So he goes out, to the back door, and he's yelling his grandpa's name, he doesn't hear it. So he calls up his parents, and his parents come home immediately, and they call the police, and they do this big search throughout the neighborhood and into the woods. And they end up finding his grandfather in the middle of the woods. He is completely naked. He is confused and doesn't know who he is, doesn't know anything, doesn't remember anything. So they bring him back home and everything. Well, Aiden said that, they chalked this up to dementia and said he was diagnosed with a severe case of dementia. But Aiden, in his mind, suspected, because of the series of events that happened before this and his grandfather going out to the kitchen when the door opened, that this was the evil twin thing that his grandfather had talked about. And he said although his grandfather had completely lost his memory, from time to time he would say to Aiden, "Is my brother outside? Is my brother out there?" And he couldn't figure out why his grandfather would keep saying that. And then he realized maybe this thing appeared as his brother, and it lured him into the woods. What would happen?
The uninvited.
I think I'm crazy. I'm home alone. I'm hearing myself. I hear my own voice. I'm hearing my own voice. I'm telling you, bro. I hear my own... Listen. Listen. Bro, I'm bugging. Yo! 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 What the fuck? Yo! Who is it? Yo! I'm bugging out! What the fuck? Yo! That's my voice! What the fuck is going on?
The uninvited.
This is probably one of the freakiest examples of a mimic I've ever seen. A young TikToker named Bella is at home alone one day when she starts hearing knocking at her door. But along with the knocking, she starts hearing the voice of her mother. However, she mentions that her mother never speaks this way. So she honestly has no idea who this is.
Open the door for mommy. Bella. Come out. Bella, are you there, honey? Open the door for mommy. Bella. Come out. Bella, are you there?
Now, I've tried to find the original video, but for some reason this TikToker's account was completely taken down. So if you guys can tag me in it, that'd be awesome.
She kept hearing noises around her house, then one night it went inside. A girl named Celeste from Mexico uploaded a series of haunting events, where she explains that she's been hearing and seeing strange things outside her room, but every time she checked, no one would be there. Feeling uneasy, she decides to sleep at her cousin's house, but on the following night, as she's laying on her bed, she hears something opening the front door.
No.
She finds a fallen box, but still, no one's
No mames,
there.
güey, no mames, está abierta la puta puerta. No hay nadie, o sea, no hay nadie, no hay nadie.
Now, as Celeste decides to record the area where the noises and things have been coming from, she sees it.
Me está dando miedo, te lo juro que estoy temblando. No, no mames, no mames, no mames.
From a corner too small for anyone to fit, a dark figure with black hair is seen peeking out where the object was thrown. She kept hearing noises around her house, then
Color this summer with M&M's. Scan QR code now for your chance to win.
I am here, like, I stopped for gas, right? And, like, the store's closed, and I was here, and I could have sworn I literally, like, saw somebody run around the backside of that house. Okay, well, they're in a van, so I'm not alone at least. But
$5 foot-long cookie. Every epic foot-long dessert is a perfect sidekick. Order one with your favorite Subway series sub today.
I'm Tank Sinatra, and this is Tank's Good News. Subway has recently announced its new sidekicks menu with foot-long cookies, churros, and pretzels, and they're available now.
hello? Okay, so what the fuck was that? There's like, it literally sounded like a marble. What the fuck? Like it sounded like a marble or something, like bounce. Oh, there's somebody here. Okay, anyways, the guy just wanted towels. I don't know. Like, anyways, so that kind of leads me into my next topic. I have been thinking a lot recently about, I had a Ouija board, bought it a few years back, and I thought about, and like me and my friends even played with it and stuff. I'll put in like a clip. I think I have some footage of it.
I don't think, I really don't. I think my hand is moving the board too. So, yeah, like I don't, because when it was moving, I feel like that was probably.
But we played with it and we had some like creepy stuff happen, and that's what made us like stop playing with it. I was thinking about trying to contact or try to talk to whatever this is that's attached to me. And so I need to find my Ouija board because I lost it. I have no idea where it is. So I thought about either just buying a new one or trying to find that one and trying to reach out and just like see what this thing wants or try to get answers and just kind of go from there. But I just wanted to update you guys about like what I've been thinking about doing. So hope y'all have a good Saturday. Bye.
He kept hearing something in his yard. Then one night, he finally found it. From unknown sources, a man recorded a haunting video where he's awoken in the middle of the night to strange sounds coming from his yard. As he turns on the lights, what looks like a pale creature can be seen moving around in a bush. Then, as it realizes it's been seen, it quickly moves out. Now, this could very well be a hairless bear startled by a man's presence, but nonetheless, it's a terrifying scene to witness. He kept hearing something in his yard. He checked into a sketchy motel and found someone in a secret room. User Fish Snatcher uploaded a disturbing video explaining that while he was checking into his room, he found a trap door in the closet.
So I check into my hotel room and immediately see this. You see that line under the door? What is this? Yes. Maybe it's some kind of service. What? Is this a smuggling tunnel? What is this? What the fish snatcher? Let's see what's going on here. This is crazy. This is a hotel. Let's stick it all the way in.
But it wasn't until he looked deeper inside that he would make a horrifying discovery.
What's that? What the fish snatcher?
He checked into a sketchy.
We're gonna go.
Haunted ER, haunted ER.
I'm really good too. Oh my god, my head is huge. Chloe, so I can't even.
Camera.
Huh?
I was just close to the camera.
Yeah, you're right. We got a chance for the haunted.
Oh god.
Feels like
I'm not excited about this. I didn't even get to finish eating my sandwich.
it feels like we're getting on a. You nervous? Why are you nervous?
Because it's haunted.
Are you nervous?
Yes. Does it have anybody in there?
Oh shit! That was evil. You knew what you did there.
Exactly what it was.
Yes.
What?
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 Chloe just spooked herself. What?
Oh, it's a doll. Whoa. Yeah, it's just a little doll. It was training.
Oh, it's a train doll. Yeah.
Put it here.
It's still weird though.
It's weird. Nah, look at her.
Oh, that's so weird.
No. So weird. Never remember this anymore.
This looks set up to be.
Oh, it's freaky. Let's go. Upstairs. It's way upstairs. Yeah, it's upstairs. Sorry, I thought you were. I felt you were like right. It's just freaky. You guys wave in the camera right now. Reflection.
They like see me? God, I feel like I'm gonna see.
Oh, that's the same room.
Oh. God, don't. Oh.
What?
Why are you looking? Oh, the lights are on.
That's weird.
Go in.
Oh.
Go in.
Oh, go in.
Go in. Go in. Figure out why the lights are on. I don't like that. I don't like that. Just go. Do it.
They look like evil eyes. You guys can come in with me.
Yeah, of course we're gonna go in with you.
Thanks. Ooh, it feels weird. Was that you?
Yeah.
This room feels weird. I don't like this. Ooh. The curtain moved.
No, it did.
Yeah, it did. It moved.
No,
It moved.
it
It moved. Yes, it did.
Why would a
It did.
curtain move?
How did you not see that? Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Ooh.